Photography and nature, two simple things that when brought together have a powerful impact on our mental well-being. They invite mindfulness, helping us slow down and truly be present. They ease the stress and anxiety, and they open up a space for creativity and emotional expression, building confidence, connections, and a sense of peace within ourselves. When we make time to step outside with a camera, we're doing more than taking photos. We're moving our bodies, we're connecting with the world around us. And in capturing a fleeting moment, we find a quiet sense of joy and accomplishment. Hello friends, and welcome. I invite you to walk with me today through a few different natural spaces. Let's take a moment to breathe deeply, to ground ourselves, and to reflect on how spending time in nature restores balance and sparks creativity. The world we live in moves fast, sometimes far too fast. Everywhere we look, there's pressure to do more, to be more, to constantly keep up. But over time, I've realized that this pace is unsustainable. Not if we want to live full, healthy, and meaningful lives. Yes, there will always be things that need to be done. That's part of life. But we have to ask ourselves, at what cost? More and more I see families under strain and people of all ages struggling under the weight of expectation. It makes me wonder, what happened to the natural rhythm of life, to family, to community, and to the simple joy of doing something we love, of finding happiness in those small, quiet moments that often go unnoticed. I still remember picking up my first digital camera about 15 years ago. A simple point and shoot I bought before a trip to a Big 5 game park here in South Africa. I've always loved the outdoors, ever since my teen years. But that little camera changed something in me. As basic as it was, the photos I took on that trip remain some of my most treasured memories. Not long after, I invested in my first DSLR, and I haven't looked back since. Photography has become more than a hobby. It has become a way to slow down, to breathe, and to find stillness in a busy world. Nature grounds me, and through my lens I find peace, purpose, and a deep connection to the earth. Over time, I've made a conscious effort to spend more time outdoors, even if it's just in the garden, sitting barefoot on the grass. And I've noticed how much this simple act affects my mental, emotional, and physical well-being. When I know I need to get up early, I'll make sure to go to bed a little earlier, so I can wake gently and give myself that quiet half hour in the morning, a warm cup of coffee, soft morning light, and my toes brushing the dew-covered grass. That's my way of grounding myself before the day begins. I spent many years in the corporate world, constantly rushed, constantly stressed, and somewhere along the way I lost my joy for the small things. But life has a way of teaching us what really matters. Through some hard knocks, I've learned that no job is worth sacrificing my mental health. No position, no title, no paycheck is worth losing myself over. Yes, we all have responsibilities. We need to work, to provide, to contribute. But work shouldn't be the beginning and end of our lives. There has to be balance. We need those moments of joy woven into each day. People today call it self-care, taking time for yourself. But really, this is nothing new. Many faiths have long taught the importance of rest, to work 6 days and rest on the 7th. That time to pause, to reconnect with loved ones, to be still, that's sacred. And when we take that time, especially in nature, we return with a clearer mind and a lighter heart. We think more clearly, solve problems more easily, and show up as our best selves. In those quiet moments, we often rediscover something beautiful, a spark of creativity, a forgotten passion, a part of ourselves we thought was lost. Whether it's photography, painting, writing, or something entirely different, it's that feeling that reminds us we are alive. Every photograph tells a story, not just of what I see, but of how I feel in that moment. And in every image, there's a reminder to pause, to breathe, and to simply be. So until next time, take care of yourself and those close to you. Sending you all so much love.